Hello guys, good evening and welcome to my channel. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope we're all having a lovely day. This is your one and only Waka Waka Doctor here. As always, bringing you the best of migration tips and migration options that are available to you across the world. If you're just joining me for the first time, I want to say welcome and thank you for joining me. There are loads of videos on my channel you can watch at your spare time to know how to move to different countries across the world. So whatever country you want to go to, whether it be the UK, Canada, the US, Spain, Italy, France, Germany, Finland, Norway, Sweden, Portugal, Iceland, Malta, Switzerland, New Zealand, Australia, Germany. I probably have a video that talks about it on my channel. Over the last few months, we've been, well, a month or two, we've been talking about the United Kingdom healthcare visa, how to move abroad, how to move to the UK with the healthcare visa. That's new. That's just been established by the government of England, of the United Kingdom in general. And so I have a video that talks about the steps you need to take if you want to move through the healthcare visa route. But today I have got someone who moved recently, and I'm saying recently as much as 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, moved to the UK via this route. And I brought her here to come share with you how she did it. And guess what? She did it. It didn't take her a year. It didn't take her 9 months. It didn't take her 7 months. It took her between 4 to 6 months to get this done. And now she is in the UK. So we decided that we're going to share with you step by step how to do this so that you can also make that move. So I want you to pay attention, listen, start calling your friends to come watch. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you like this video and share with as many people as possible. So I'm going to bring her in to join me straight away. You can join me straight away and we can get into the action. All right. Let me just give her a second. There she is. How are you?
I'm fine.
Oh boy, see your skin has even changed, eh? Your skin is very fresh now.
Although I have
you?
fresh skin, please. It's not the
Yeah, you have no. It is because you are here. That's why your skin is fresh.
I beg you. I have natural fresh skin from Nigeria, please. But if your skin not fresh, you not fresh.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you very much for joining me. I know that you're running on a schedule and you quite have other things to do, so we're not going to waste your time. We're going to go straight into the matter. I'm going to be asking you specific questions before I allow you talk and share your experience with people. So I just want to lay the foundation so that people can understand and know where you're coming from. So first and foremost, would you tell us who you are, where you are, what you're doing here, and where have you come from?
All right, guys. I am Victoria, born Vicky, Onye, anyone you guys like. I'm all of them. Anyways, I am in the United Kingdom as a, I'm coming from Nigeria, Africa. So, yeah.
Okay. And what do you do at the moment in the UK?
I work as a senior carer, a healthcare assistant, name it, and that's what I work as.
Fantastic. So guys, that's a profile. You can hear it. So I think what people will want to know is, and I told them, I said, you only moved recently. So it's not as if you moved 1 year ago or 6 months ago. This is fresh, as in even the cold has not started touching you. I mean, this is
please stop. No, the cold. Especially because I stay close to the beach. The cold is crazy, man.
Sorry.
If people are coming, better carry on your winter jacket. Don't let them not deceive you guys.
Tell us, Vicky, how did you do it? How did you make the move? Why did you make the move? What made you make the move, and how did you do it?
Okay, so basically, I studied health in school. So that was my first step. Then I have an amazing friend that actually told me about this whole healthcare thing in August. He called me up and was like, babe, you studied health and this whole senior care and stuff is on, and you're saying you want to go into your health career fully, so you should start. So when he told me in August, a lot of people had not really started talking about the whole moving as a healthcare assistant. Most people always talk about moving as a nurse, moving as a doctor, but nobody was talking about senior care and nobody was talking about healthcare assistant. So when he told me, I started. In as much as both of us did not have so much information on the ground, he gave me the information he could give me, and I gave him the information, and I started making my own researches as well. So he told me courses, and look at the courses you can take, and me, I started looking out for other courses I can take, and he was actually of a great help to me in this whole process. So yeah.
Wow, fantastic. Before I come to talking about the courses people can take, some
Mm-hmm.
people are saying that they heard that UK is no longer giving the healthcare visa. Please, because they
Lies.
don't believe me. So if they hear it from you, they will believe. Is it
Okay.
true?
Please, UK is still giving. It's a little bit slow at the moment because of the whole Ukraine palaver, but they are giving. You just have to strive hard. Like, just put in the work, man. Like, they are still giving. Yeah, they are.
Thank you. Thank you very much for that. So you mentioned courses that people can take online. See, I
Mhm.
have my pen and I'm going to write as well. So what are these courses that people can take, and where can we find those courses?
So I always advise people that don't have any background in health to always take the care certificate. Now, why I say take the do courses on care certificate is because the care certificate actually broadens your knowledge about the healthcare system in the United Kingdom and what you're coming to do as a healthcare assistant. Now, if you don't have any prior knowledge about health, it's just a dicey situation. Why are you coming as a healthcare assistant when you don't even understand what you're coming to do? So I always tell people, if you don't have any experience, if you don't have any knowledge on health, please do the health and care certificate. And one thing I've noticed a lot of people do is that they just do the course for the sake of doing the course. Do the course to understand the course. I always tell people, understand this course. Don't just do it for doing sake. Understand it, learn it, chew it, digest it. Let it be like your life depends on it. So yeah, but if you have any health background, by all means, do a diploma.
So where can we find this care certificate?
So I did my own personally on CPD, and CPD you find it on read.co.uk. When you click
Say
on read,
that again. What's CPD?
go to read.co.uk first of all.
Real.co.
Read,
R-E.
reed.co.uk.
Okay.
So when you go to read.co.uk, what you're going to do there is click on care certificates. A lot of
Okay.
people will come out, but I always tell people to go for CPD because no matter anybody giving you the course, the person needs to be accredited by CPD, and CPD is well known in the United Kingdom. So by all means, go for the one that is accredited by CPD. It's usually called CPD Online College. So do that. If you're going to do the health and social care diploma, by all means do on CPD. But these days, a lot of people take courses on Allison. A lot of people take courses on Flourish Academy. Flourish Academy is entirely free. But I always tell people something that is paid and something that is free. The choice is yours. So a lot of people
Yeah.
also take courses on care academy. People take courses on care tuition. So it's left for you where you want to take your course. Me, I always talk about CPD because that is where I took my courses, and it landed me jobs in the UK. So yeah.
Wow, fantastic. Okay, so let's quickly talk about the requirements. What are the requirements? How did you do it? Tell us the steps you took up until you got to the UK.
All right. As I said earlier, my friend told me about this process. So when he told me about this process, he actually encouraged me to do NARIC. Now, NARIC is now the new ECCTIS, where you go to your university, you get your transcripts, you tell go to the Senate building, as I do, as they call mine. Tell them to give you a letter saying that you did all your studies in English language. Then you submit it to NARIC and you get a certification that you speak English and all your courses were done in English. That is number one. Number two, we have the IELTS. We have the PTE exam, which is the Pearson test, the Pearson English test. We have that. So you can get those ready. Once you get your care certificate, you get your English proficiency ready. You also get your police clearance. You get your TB. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Those are the most important things you should get. But me, I always tell people to chill. If you can afford to do these things, do them and get them ready. But if you can't afford to do it, you might be lucky that the company will cover every cost of all these requirements. So it's a dicey situation. It's a 50-50 thing. So it's either you chill, or if you can afford it, you do it and start applying bumper to bumper. Like, don't even give space for that. Just start applying.
So where do people apply to for these jobs? Which websites did you apply to? How did you get the jobs?
Yeah, Indeed should be your best. I don't know why people are saying Indeed Indeed should be your best friend. Now, this is me giving Waka Waka Doctor a little bit of insight, okay? I didn't give this in my last video, but let me just say this. So when you go to Indeed, the most important thing you should do is put tier 2 sponsorship on Indeed, and make sure you put healthcare assistant on that, so that any email that is coming to you, at least 70% of, any alert that is coming to you, 70% of it should be focused on tier 2 sponsorship. 20% should be just random job openings. So Indeed should be your best friend. Facebook, guys, I can't overemphasize that. People don't talk about this. I'm telling you for real. Like, Facebook should be your best friend. Like, Facebook will give you jobs. Like, I know, like, people that have gotten jobs from companies on Facebook. Like, they got their COS. Like, nobody, is not something they will say, oh, somebody is scamming me or whatever. You have LinkedIn. You guys sleep on LinkedIn. Another expo is follow companies. Make sure anything they post you like. Follow them and apply through them whenever they put up posts. Then you have Tracjobs. Then you have the NHS website as well.
Tracjobs. How do you spell that? Tracjobs. Tracjobs. Okay.
Yeah, TRAC.
AC jobs, and of course NHS as well.
Yeah, you have the NHS. You also have there's an app called Get Job. You have that as well. They also put out this thing there. And read.co.uk as well. They also put out job openings too.
Wow. Okay. So which one did you use? Which one did you get a job from?
Yeah, I used Indeed.
Indeed.
Yeah.
So how long did the whole process take you? Did you need proof of funds?
No.
How did they send you your COS?
So yeah, when I got my interview, after my interview, in less than 15 minutes, I got my job offer. Now, luck was on my side when I got my COS.
In less than 15 minutes?
Yeah, I got my job offer.
Okay.
Yeah. So after the job offer, in a couple of days, I got my COS. Other people took like 20 days. Some took like a month, but me, I got mine in a couple of days. I don't know why it happened that way, but I got mine in a couple of days. Like, it was really fast when I got my COS. So what else was the question? I did not need any proof of fund. Like, once the company states in your COS that they are sponsoring you, that they are covering your funds, you don't need any proof of funds because it's stated in your COS already.
Someone is asking, saying, can they sponsor from Nigeria? As in sponsor from Nigeria?
You guys, I'm a Nigerian. I've been living in Nigeria all my life. I just moved to the UK from Nigeria. So yeah, they can sponsor from Nigeria.
So basically what you're saying is anybody can apply for these jobs. The most important thing is to have the care certificate, which you can get on read.co.uk. You click on care certificates and you click on CPD. You also said that you can get it on Allison, Care Academy, and Florence Academy. And then you said once you get that certificate, you need to do your police report, your TB test, and stuff like that. People are asking, what is COS and do you pay for it?
Okay, I'm coming to that. Now, when it comes to police clearance, guys, please, as much as you can, just chill on police clearance because police clearance has a lifespan of 3 months. When it comes to TB test, I don't know. I know of somebody in South Africa that to get a slot for TB test is really, and for police clearance and TB test is really, really tricky. But I'm talking based on Nigeria. When it comes to TB test, as much as possible, get a date. But if you can't push that date further till you get a job offer, please do. For police clearance, I would advise get a job offer first before you start doing police clearance. Because police clearance just has 3 months and it has to be up to date when you're traveling because these are things they'll look at the immigration. So just chill on police clearance till you get your job offer. Police clearance is not hard. If you're in Lagos, it's very easy. Just go to Alabon police station in Ikoyi and just get it done. But carry like between 8 to 10K to give the people to do it for you. So yeah.
Wow.
And
Okay.
yeah, COS is certificate of sponsorship, guys.
Certificate of sponsorship. And do you pay for it?
I do not pay for my COS. People I know that came into the UK have not paid, but of recent, the people are asking for you to pay for them to give you COS. So
Wow.
yeah.
So it depends on, but you didn't pay for yours.
No, I do not pay for anything.
Okay. So is there a need for, I mean, so based on what you said, if someone doesn't have a degree, for instance, can they still apply if they have the care certificate?
Yeah, by all means, guys, apply. The only thing I would tell people is when you're doing your sick. Sorry, someone said they can't hear me. Can you hear me?
We can hear you. We can hear you.
All
It's
right.
their phone.
So by all means, apply. So when you're doing your CV, in your CV, try as much as possible to make sure that your work experience should be on the health sector first. Then every other experience you're putting in your CV should align with the health sector. And when we talk about health sector, everything about health, whether you're a nurse, whether you're a doctor, whether you're a carer, everything about health has to do with your customer service with your clients, how you relate with your clients. So I always tell people, you cannot be a farmer and be putting it on your CV that, I worked in the healthcare and I'm a farmer. And no, it doesn't make any sense. Let's say you're an admin manager, you're a HR, for example. Those people deal with customers on a daily basis. So things like that can be in your CV, but that should be after your work experience, your in health sector, your volunteering job in the health sector. Then every other thing can come under. But if you check that it is not relating, by all means, remove it from your CV, please.
Fantastic. So for those asking, the certificate of sponsorship, the COS, you don't pay for it, and it's often, I mean, your employer is the one that issues you with the COS. Someone is asking here saying, experience matters. Yes. How many years of experience do you need?
For me, I studied health. So while I was in school, there are a little bit of field experiences that we did in some courses like community health, mental health, and stuff like that. So yeah, I have experiences in those. While I was working as well, I was also doing like part-time, then I entered into full-time. So altogether, it's like 2 to 3 years experience.
2 to 3 years experience. Okay, so it means that if you're drafting your CV, make sure your CV contains at least 2 years
At
of
least 6 months.
experience, at
At
least
least
6
six
months,
months. Yeah.
at least 6 months. So, I mean, even if you looked after a family member, that is sick, put it there. That's an
Yeah.
experience for you.
Yeah. But please tailor it very well. Though. Don't go and put in my CV work experience is my grandmother was sick. You should be
Exactly.
smart.
You have to be smart. You have to be smart.
Yeah.
You have to be smart. So someone is asking, what month and year did you get the job, and how long did it take you before you left Nigeria after you got the job?
All right. I said I started in August. You guys don't want to know the story. If you want to know the story, it's on my YouTube channel. So yeah. Anyways, in February, I got the job offer in February, ending of February. I got my COS that same period. Then I got my visa on the 10th or 12th of March. Then I moved to the UK on the 17th. So look at the time frame.
So everything was within
Less than a
everything
month.
started coming together after 4 months, and by 6 months you were done.
Everything started coming together in August. In August there was nothing. In September there was a little bit of green light. in October, November, then in December, there was also a green light, but a lot happened. Then in
Okay.
January, that was when I was like, it's me and UK. Then in February, everything started coming into place. Like offers were now coming in. Like I had to now choose which one I wanted to go with.
Fantastic. Let's take a couple of more questions. So with the English proficiency, it's one or the other. It's either you do IELTS or you do NARIC or you get a letter from your university stating, or how?
No, NARIC, when you want to apply for NARIC, ECCTIS, you have to get your transcript from your university, and you also have to get a proficiency letter saying that you had all your courses in English. Now, when you're submitting to NARIC, to ECCTIS, you submit your transcripts, you submit your BSc result or your MSc result, and you submit that letter that the school gave you. And now I've seen a lot of people ask me about the letter. Please, the letter has to have your school letterhead, and it has to have a stamp on it as well from your school, and probably a signature. You submit this to NARIC. NARIC sends you back and tell you, okay, you have a C1, you have a B1, you have an A1, and stuff like that. So it's either likes of ECCTIS, which is the NARIC, or likes of PTE, which is Pearson English Test, or IELTS. So they have other ones like CELT, but I can't go into those. I'm talking about the ones that I have done and seen people use.
What about moving with family? Does this visa allow people move with family?
Yes, so please carry all your family, your husband, your children. But if it's boyfriend and girlfriend, no.
No.
If it's father and mother, no. But
No.
husband, wife, kids, yes, it carries. But your employer might tell you not to come with them immediately, just for you to come in and settle in. Because you guys, accommodation in this country is not for children. So they will tell you to come in first, settle in, then you bring your family later. But the COS usually covers your dependents as well.
Fantastic, fantastic. So guys, that's the UK healthcare workers visa, and you've heard it from her. How can people get across to you? How can they reach you on social media if they want to learn more from your feet?
First and foremost, follow me on YouTube, Von Vicky Talks. Leave your comment there. I always reply to comments. That's one way and one of the fastest ways for me to reply you.
Von Vicky Talks, yeah?
Yeah. Secondly,
on
you can
YouTube.
reach me on YouTube. You can reach me through my DM, but I reply faster on my comment section than my DM. But yeah, my DM on Instagram and on YouTube comment section. So yeah, reach me there.
So guys, you can follow her on Von Vicky Talks on YouTube, and it's the same here on Instagram, Von Vicky Talks. So there you go. You can start now, and by September, you can be in the UK if you start now. So I think it's up to you. Let me just quickly do a recap of what she's talked about today. She said the healthcare workers visa is available, and Nigeria and Africans at large can apply. Okay, what you need to do is make sure, if you don't have, whether you have health experience or not, you can apply. All you need to do is to get a care certificate, which she recommended that you go to reed.co.uk, reed.co.uk, click on care certificate, get CPD. You can also get from Allison Care Academy, Florence Academy as well. She also mentioned
as well.
Yeah, she also mentioned that you need your English test, okay, from either IELTS, or you get a letter from English proficiency from your university, which will be accessed by NARIC or the ECCTIS. And then she said you apply for jobs from Indeed, Facebook, LinkedIn, Tracjobs, NHS, Get Jobs. And after you do this, the companies will send you your COS. And you don't need to pay for your COS. You can bring your family along, and you don't need proof of funds as well. There is no age limitation. Anybody can apply. Just put in your applications and make sure you go ahead with this. I'm going to leave this video on my YouTube channel. It will also be on my Instagram feed for you to watch later. Please, if you have inquiries, follow Von Vicky Talks. It's VonVicyTalks. She's on Instagram, Von Vicky Talks. Send her DMs. Watch her videos on YouTube so that you can know how she made the move. In 6 months, she's right now in the UK. Again, it is not for BSc holders only. Anybody can apply. Anybody. You don't need to have a health background. All you need is an experience of at least 6 months, and that will do it for you. Any final words you want to share, Vicky?
So I just want to put this out there. If you see, I know everybody wants to move. Me now, I'm saying, if you see a company and you think they are legit and they're asking you to pay for COS, if you have the money, please pay. But if you don't have it, just be patient. You will definitely see the ones that are going to employ you and give you a COS for free. And again, I see a lot of people asking me messages like, oh, I've applied to one job. I just started yesterday. I started 1 month ago. And I'm like, you need to come
apply
back.
To as many,
like, make it like it's a daily job. Like every morning you wake up, as much as you have your 9 to 5, you have your business to run. Make sure that the application is like a daily job. Make sure that each day you dedicate like 15 applications. And another thing is, if you have applied to a particular company, nothing is stopping you from applying to that company. Because most times when mails are too much, your email might go down. But when you reapply, it might just pop up and you'll be lucky and they will see. Just apply. And
Vicky, one final question before you go. I'm going to put you on the spot. Can you give a ballpark of how much the whole process cost you?
Oh wait, sorry guys. The whole process. Now this is where I can't say much, because as again I said I was lucky. My company actually covered all my costs. All. So basically, the only thing I paid for was just police clearance, which was about 8K, because I knew somebody that knew somebody that knew somebody.
So let us just say everything you spent was less than 50K.
No, the courses I did.
Okay, the courses.
No. But if you're going to do this thing, just for like $1 million or 1.5, just in case, because there are companies that will just offer you only COS. That's all. They are not paying for anything for you. They'll just give you that COS and job offer. So just hold money.
Okay.
As much as possible,
and that CPD course you talked about, how long did it take you to do it?
I needed something. The duration of the course is usually 1 year, 2 years, but because I know what I needed it for, so it took me less than 2 weeks.
You completed it in 2 weeks?
Less than a week. Let's just say like 8 days. Like I told you that, like sleep, make sure it's a daily job. People will tell you they've not finished it. Like I had to make sure that in a day I take like 2 courses. And the one I did, which is the diploma, had assignments you need to submit and let the person marking it approve the assignment and tell you, okay, you did well in your assignment. Then they'll release the next course for you and all that. So yeah.
Wow.
So if I'm doing the diploma, I'm doing the care certificate on the other side.
All right, that's been fun. Thank you very much, Vicky. If you guys have any further questions, please look for Von Vicky Talks, VonVicyTalks on YouTube and on Instagram. She answers all questions there. Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure. I'll leave this video on my feed and as well as my YouTube channel. Thank you guys for joining.
Take care, Vicky. Thank you. Bye.